I chase dramatic skies, glowing sunrises, vivid sunsets, and breathtaking rainbows to bring you the best landscape photography this place has to offer. Join me as a journey from Glacier National Park in the US to Banff in Canada, where I'll guide you step by step through a process of capturing stunning images like these. If you are new to this channel, my name is Shannon and I am a full-time photographer in beautiful British Columbia. Whether you're here to learn, be inspired, or simply enjoy some stunning visuals, you've come to the right place. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Good morning everyone, this is Glacier National Park. It is extremely windy. I'm gonna see if I can go to a different location right now to take some photos of this beautiful valley and get it where the orange aspen and the yellows can get hit with the light. The shot I was looking at getting when I came quickly up here was right in here. There's like a lake way down there, and then there's all the other mountains, and you actually drive through that valley and you got this rainbow that started right there, and it's actually raining here. Everything is really wet, all the ground and stuff, and there's even a little walkway right here. It's all super shiny. This is like a little lookout. It's pretty neat. You got these beautiful art pieces right here, showing kind of the natives in this area and their culture, and you can read all about it. This is the Blackfeet Nation and the Blackfeet people that were on this land for, well, forever, long before the settlers came here. And so I want to thank them for being able to come to this beautiful spot, take these photos, and learn a little bit of their history. Beautiful place, and you got this lookout. Now there's a forest fire that kind of swept through here, but you got a lot of the yellows, reds, and oranges kind of all throughout this little valley here. Well, what I'm going to try and do is get low. Maybe I have to have really fast shutter speeds if I want to freeze things in frame. But there's this rainbow and these clouds right here, and maybe that one mountain, I might get a moody shot. Look how cool this tree stump is. It kind of looks like fire. Get a little closer. Really neat. I'm not sure if there's a composition. I tried framing it between here. See if that shot works out. That rainbow is still going strong, but I think it'll go all day just because of the sun lighting up all of the rain that's coming through the mountains here, and that's just going to keep going today. I really loved it that it lit up that one spot there as well as the top part of the mountain. We'll see what the photos turn out like. I zoomed right in with my 70-200 and I shot vertically, multiple shots overlapping one another so I can stitch them together in post, because I wanted that whole peak there. Actually, there's kind of two side by side with the rainbow and the valley, that sort of thing. So we'll see how that turns out. We're gonna head back into the Jeep, get warm again. The temperature is supposed to drop and they're calling for snow, especially up where we're going, which is Banff in Canada. So stay tuned. I hope you guys come along for the ride. We are in Montana, and we got this whole little boat launch area to ourselves. And it's midday, so this is when we eat our largest meal of the day. So we got our cooking station right here, bin of all of our cooking equipment and stuff that we pull from the top, and on the right is our camping equipment. The stove fits under here, but that's our fridge. And check out what we're having. Gourmet with ground beef, spinach, there's garlic. We threw out some toys out here so the baby could crawl and roam. We're gonna eat and then
before flight to film.
Keep heading out to British Columbia, to Banff. Good morning, everyone. I am in Banff, Alberta. And right there is what I am photographing this morning. It is Mount Ruddle, and it's kind of iconic to the city of Banff. It's got this crazy kind of slope right here that you can see, and really unique edges and layers to it. It's quite something. So down here there's a whole bunch of ponds and there's swamps over at the other area, and I'm hoping as the sun comes up, obviously the skies will be lit up and we'll get these ribbon clouds. Now my plan with this composition is that I've got some bigger leaves right here that are in color. I do have some of these bushes back here. If you can see them, they're quite red. So right now my composition is really kind of following the edge right here. I'm trying to block, there's a whole bunch of photographers out on the dock right now. Let's pause for a minute and I'm going to go to the map and show you where it is that I am. Okay, so where am I? Here is Calgary, here in Alberta, Canada. And if we zoom in on Banff, we've got the city right here, and the mountain that I'm talking about is right here, Mount Ruddle. And I've got another app that kind of shows the size of that peak in comparison to all the other ones that are in the area. But if we zoom in, we got a couple of these ponds right here, and there is a side road that drives down along this sort of pond swampy area. If we go into satellite, we can see those ponds as well as the river that flows through. And where I'm situated is right here, I believe.
What?
Or maybe it's a little bit further. I might be down in the bushes over here. And I mentioned some people on a dock, so you can see that on the far left. So some photographers are here, and then there's little pull-offs right here. So a lot of photographers like to kind of go along the side of the road here or over at this other lake. But for me, I like to stick into like the bushes and stuff and find some cool foreground compositions. I'm trying to find a little bit of an S-curve with the ground here. Here's the app that I'm using called Maps 3D. So if we go into the same area that I showed you on Google Maps and zoom in, you can actually tilt the screen and kind of show all of those peaks, how high everything is, and you can kind of get a sense of what you're going to frame and the mountains that are going to be in the background. Now I know this mountain in this area quite well, but if you were new to this area, so you're traveling here and you wanted to get a sense of where the sun's going to come up and what mountains where, this is a really cool app that can give you that sort of perspective. This app will also show you hiking trails, and here you can see where you can summit this mountain and how steep and sharp it is to hike up there. So if you're into hiking, exploring in the outdoors, especially in an area with elevation, this is a cool app to get. They aren't sponsoring me, and I believe it does cost a few dollars. It might be like $12 for this app. Now I've got this tree right here, and I think as light and stuff starts popping off, I might move my composition from here, showing kind of the warm grass line, to obviously showing some of these leaves and stuff. Thing is, with these bushes, I would have to maybe photograph a little bit higher, and I kind of like to see as much of the sky reflected maybe in the water if it's gonna really explode. Because if we have a lot of detail in the sky and in the water, adding more elements to it might be a bit busy. I don't know, I might take it as it goes. Ooh, it is cold out there. And so while I'm warming up, I want to tell you about some workshops that I got coming up. Come experience nature like you've never seen it before. A place where hundreds of eagles catch their prey right off the surface of the water. On land, viewing and photographing grizzlies during the salmon run is a whole other adventure. This once-in-a-lifetime experience doesn't just happen out on the water, but also back at the lodge. I present my wildlife photography workshops with Klahoose Resort in the Klahoose Territory in BC, Canada. From indigenous cultural activities to fine dining, this peaceful paradise offers all of the comforts of home, while getting you out to experience what BC has to offer. Every step of the way, I will be there to help you get the best shots this place has to offer. These workshops are set in one of the world's most richly diverse wildlife locations. You can expect to see a few other wildlife friends along the way. For more information and booking details, go to mattshannon.ca/workshops. All right, I'm warmed up, so let's get back out into the field. So you can see the sunlight kind of popping up over there, and it's shedding some light on some of the clouds in and around the mountain. So that's pretty cool. I've been photographing that as it's been going along. I had my camera down here, really low to the water, but I didn't like it that all I had was grass in the foreground. I wanted some fall colors, so there's some really nice fall colors here. And I do have this leading line here and this kind of bush right here that frames in this mountain right here. And that is my setup. So kind of up on a hill right now. Got rubber boots. I tried walking in the water there and a few other spots, and it gets deep pretty quickly. It's like, it's not just water, it's like you go down into the mud sort of thing. So I'm photographing right now at f/16, and I got my focus on the trees there across the water, and everything is tack sharp with just one image. I might focus on the foreground elements just in case, but I think I'm far enough away that they're still in focus. I'm also shooting with a 24-70, and I'm not even shooting wide open all the way. I think I'm at 28 or 30 millimeters, and that's because I want to make sure that the mountain is actually somewhat dominant. If I had too much of a wide angle, it would feel like a really small mountain. I would get tons of sky. Oh, those are pretty, the birds. Try and capture birds in one of the shots. Crank up my shutter speed. See if I can freeze them, especially right here in this open section of the sky. I think some birds would be just killer. So that is my challenge, is to add some birds to this shot because they have been flying by. Well, I got my wish, but my shutter speed isn't as fast as I would have liked it. It does show a little bit of movement with those two ducks in the reflection. All in all, I really enjoy this image. It's just not exactly how I would have liked to have captured it. We got a couple of moments in the sky that I'm excited about. Beautiful morning, not the best, but not the worst. So, off to the next spot. Double rainbow. Everyone, I am exactly back where I was this morning for sunrise, and now it is sunset. Well, sunset's in another, I think 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I saw that there was this rain cloud, and the campground, it's about 16 minutes away, which is actually in the rain right now. And I could see on the horizon that the sun was going to break through. And that's given me these very vibrant rainbows. There's two of them right now. And then there's the mountain that's right now is in the rain. So I'm hoping the rain will keep moving that way, which it should. And that it'll reveal kind of the mountain with the rainbow going into the mountain. Mount Ruddle, I think, is the name of the mountain. There's a lot of other people here. It's Banff, touristy, right? So I'll do what I can to find kind of little spots here to photograph. But yeah, see what I can get. So far, the mountains that I want to see are kind of hidden, so let's stay tuned. Now it looks like the rain is kind of sticking around a little bit right over Banff. So I'm driving just up this lonely road to see what other compositions I can get. And there's another like pond here. Well, we'll see what we can see. So I hope that there'll be enough time for the clouds to kind of clear the mountains for sunset. So that's what I really want to see. Still raining, and the wind's kind of shifted. It's pushing back this way. I mean, the radar says that it's supposed to kind of dump for the next 2 hours or so in Banff, but I didn't believe it. The sun, we might have just lost our sun. Might have just went behind the mountain. Don't know. 2 days here in the mountains trying to get some, nice fall shots, and sunrise was okay. So you know what, that's a win. And then I photographed long exposures at another lake and down some streets. So that was, it's been good. Every time you think about going to like a national park, you think, all right, national park images, like world famous. Maybe not world famous, but like good shots. And everything is amazing except for getting that light and then having the clouds kind of work. But that's the tricky part. Getting the best and most phenomenal shots typically requires the most brutal circumstances, with the clouds and rain. You can't have cool sunsets without clouds. And with clouds comes rain, or wind. So we'll see. I'll hold out a little longer, but yeah, I'll hold out a little longer and see what happens. Well, the weather didn't clear up, but that's okay because I have more adventures to share. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe if you want to see more adventures like these. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me and my family. Ciao.